Yeah.
Yeah, Magnus. Lovely. Congratulations. Well done. Yes. Take a seat. Text with Magnus Carlsen.
Congratulations. Nice to meet you.
Magnus, let me put this on your jacket. Where do I want it? Yes, I want it on this side of you. Come, take a seat. Text.
Yeah.
He's all yours.
Well.
Magnus Carlsen.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Was it a good game? You feel it was a smooth victory?
Relatively, but I don't think it was his best day. I think there were several moments where he struggled to find the right placement of the pieces.
Yeah, there was a lot of maneuvering going on.
Yeah, but it's hard because the position after the opening is it's quite solid for him, but it's very hard to create active play. And really, his only good piece is his bishop on d6.
Yeah, it's not enough. One good piece.
No.
Yeah, maybe you can show us the game briefly, or take as long as you want. By the way. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think there are. No, but the opening it's not so.
Will be a 30-second.
Yeah.
No.
So. Yeah, I don't know about rook f8, but at least it threatens c5, so he forces my hand.
Yeah. It's maybe not the most natural square, you think?
No,
d8.
maybe. I think he wanted to go b5 somewhere, but I'm not sure if it works. Now b6, but now I think this was a nice maneuver. Knight a2. No, I mean knight. Knight a4 and knight b2, because now he can never play c5.
Yeah.
Eventually I will go a5 for force him either to play a5 or b5, and then the structure is static, and he will always have pressure, will always have problems with the c7 pawn. And on the king side it's hard for him to create any play without creating serious weaknesses.
So basically, then he has to wait for what you're going to come up with.
Yeah, I don't think he can do much active. Also, because he probably needs to cover the e5 square with three of his pieces. If I were to put the knight on e5, that would be unpleasant for him.
Yeah, we were surprised. Now, after we saw the whole game, knight d2 made sense, but at first it was a bit.
Yeah, the thing is, I need to get g3. I think at some point, and if I do this immediately, I think bishop g4 is a little bit unpleasant, and then I cannot move the knight away because it takes. And now suddenly there's a tactic.
Oh, yeah.
So I needed to be a little bit careful. So knight d2, and now I want to go either g3 and bishop f3 or g3 bishop or bishop g4.
Yeah, you want to exchange the white squared bishop.
Yes, and slowly take over. So I don't know about rook d8 to d7. Probably he should have played rook e7 immediately. And let's say if knight d2, then rook a e8. Maybe this would have saved him some time.
Yeah.
So he went like this. I'm not completely sure about my play here, but I think it was fine. And with every exchange, my position improves because they're always
because
static.
Of the c7 and the d5
it's a very static weakness, and especially also d5 will be weak. So he needs to avoid the exchange of queens. But now it's difficult for him. Since I have ideas like playing knight to h5, exchanging the knight and leaving the deep pawn critically weak, then I can follow up with maybe knight to b1, knight to c3, attacking the pawn.
And eventually you'll win either c7 or d5, you think?
Or force him to make further concessions. But it's an awfully unpleasant position.
Because g6 is a big concession, right?
Yeah, g6 now, I think. I don't know what he missed exactly, but there are some tactical points here, like that if it goes g5. It should be noted that if I take on d5, takes bishop a3, I don't think I have any tactic that works. I mean,
Yeah, king
rook takes
H.
king H7. I can take this even, but here I don't see the.
No, it's
don't see the
not
follow-up.
enough.
Don't see the follow-up. So, but if we get the same position, G5, then I take, and if bishop A3, then queen F5 takes.
Yeah, it's a nice tactic. Nice.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, nice checkmate. Anish Giri was just here. He said, typical Magnus attack, checkmate attack.
No, I don't know. But and also if you take some, I mean it's typical that if you have a positional advantage, then the tactics will be in your
favor. Yeah.
It's very typical. And yeah, so if he takes the knight, then yeah, then it's also quite bad. My knight will come from F3 to E5 with devastating effect.
Yeah.
So he needs to go king G7. Well, actually, he could also in this position he could have, I think, taken the pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe now rook G6 and queen F5 wins, but also just queen F5, bishop D6.
And now you're back to your positional play. Okay.
Once the D5 pawn is gone, then the C4 square is available, and that's just awful. So I think what he chose was the best chance, but now I think he might have missed from afar that he cannot go bishop A3 because of queen D7 and rook C7.
There's one proud audience member who pointed this out to us. I don't know where he's.
Yeah, it's well, again, it's a typical tactic since his king is a little bit weak. And now, well, my king might look weak, but I have such a dominating position that it doesn't matter. So he could have tried something else like queen E6 maybe, but I just take on B6, and he has very little counterplay, and I think his king is as weak as mine.
You make it sound easy.
Well, when the position is good, it's easy to play well. So here, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was some shorter way here, but rook C4.
So in a position like this, there might be different things winning. Are you just sticking to one that you find, or are you?
Yeah, just sticking to one that I find. I mean, here this looks very easy. I mean, he can give 2 checks, but then just E4, and if he takes the rook F6 and mate. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was, I felt, was the easiest to calculate, and then this I think queen G5 might be making here. But, I thought
you got a little lazy here.
Yeah, I thought this one was just so easy. Next, rook D4, and when he takes the.
Yeah, this is nice that you have queen takes and queen G5.
Yeah, and also if he goes to D7, then I have the C6 square.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nice game. Do you feel there was a crucial mistake from his part? Yeah, nice game.
No, it wasn't easy. I think, but I think he, again, I think just at several points, maybe starting from this position, he couldn't find the right placement for his pieces. But again, it's not an easy position to play. It's sort of slow maneuvering, and it always seems like White has easier ways to improve.
Yeah, to improve. And you had a slow start of the tournament, and
yes.
now are you on a roll now? Do you believe in flows, or do you believe? Are you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, now I think. I mean, this was unquestionably my best game of the tournament so far, and the trend is good. So, I mean, +1 with 3 black games so far. That's okay. Reasonable.
And tomorrow, Fabiano.
Yeah, that's tough, but hopefully I will have some easier games after that.
Is there a special thing going on between the two of you because you're number 1 and number 2 now?
Yeah, I think he's the toughest one to play.
Yeah,
for sure. But he's been trending downwards.
Yeah, so you're going up.
The last few games, so that's good for me.
Yeah, that is good for you.
And I think Wojtaszek will be just dreaming of his opponents playing the Dutch.
Yeah, what's going on with playing the Dutch?
I don't know.
Yeah. So last question, because we're in Rotterdam. And did you get to enjoy the view? Did you have any time during move 25?
Yeah, I mean, before the game, I had some time to look over. It's very nice.
Nice that you're looking outside right now. It's a great
no,
city.
but really, I was wondering if the water was so clean though. But apart from that, it looks very nice.
So Magnus Carlsen might go swimming now. Oh, you won't test the water. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great tournament the rest of the time.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world champion Magnus Carlsen. So thank you.